Nizam, B06201069. I'm from BTMI Section 1. E-commerce. What is e-commerce? E-commerce refers to the purchase and sale of goods and services over the internet, as well as the movement of funds and data to complete the transaction. E-commerce is a term that is frequently used to refer to the online selling of real goods, but it can also refer to any types of economic transaction that is made possible via the internet. There are 4 types of e-commerce. Number 1 is business to business, B2B. Example, business sell a software as a service for other business. Number 2 is business to consumer, purchasing a pair of shoes from machine. Number 3, consumer to consumer, C2C. The example is sell a product or service to another person, such as sell old clothes to other customers. Number 4 is consumer to business, C2B, sell their own product service to a business or organization. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, I am Aisyah Nazura binti Yazid. Will continue for what makes e-commerce different from other types of business. Firstly, in terms of ubiquity can be defined as everywhere in the context of e-commerce global characteristics, where internet is available everywhere, whether at home or at office or anywhere via desktop or mobile devices. Compared to other types of business, e-business in bracket, the marketplace extends beyond traditional borders and is detached from a temporal and physical location. Secondly, which is interaction, e-commerce enables two-way communication between merchant and consumers and in ways comparable to face-to-face interaction but on large worldwide scale. While for e-business, customers involved in a dialogue that change the experience to the individuals such as television. Lastly, personalization. For e-commerce, merchants' ability to target marketing message to specific individuals by tailoring the message to a person's clickstream behavior, name, interests, and previous purchases. Then to e-business, the result is a level of personalization that previously unthinkable with traditional commerce technology. I will pass up to Chin Jamin for next part presentation. Thank you.
My title is E-commerce Business Model. And the first is portal is generally considered that a web portal is state of the point of online reviewers, for example, that is currently being used by Shopee and Lazada. And the second is e-tailer, is the activity of selling retail goods on internet. It can be any stock or individual. For example, is Amazon. And the third is content provider, is a website or organizations that handle the distributions of online content. It get the content from others or creator. For example, is the BBC and CNN. And the fourth is transactions broker, which is the real estate service to buyers and seller. That is an online sales transactions processor such as stockbroker and travel agent. For example, is Expedia Hotels. And the fifth is market creator, is established market that connect buyer and seller. Market creator that create a digital environment where buyers and seller can interact, browse for product, for example of eBay. And the sixth is service provider, that is a kind of service model produced in the development of the internet industry. For example is Grab and Foodpanda. And the seventh is community provider, are creator and online community where people with similar interests may connect and share the information. That also refers to sellers can use the platform to sell and promote their product to platform Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.
My name is Nur Afika binti Mahad from BTMI 1, number matric B0620101188. I want to present about question 4. Define crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing is a business model of functions that relies on a large group of resources as a third party to outsource certain tasks and can make it easier for a company to raise funds. This is because when this method of cross-sourcing has been in line with the current state of technology with the use of popular internet, make it communication and coordination of things cheaper, and the impossible task of communicating between sellers and traders has been streamlined so that it becomes very easy to organize and always coordinate by company. The effectiveness and success of the e-commerce platform is also due to the way of cross-sourcing is used to currently and creatively to captivate customer with the service provided and can be emulated and used as a model for the success of a company. Cross-sourcing made by a large group of a user can add significant value to a product or service and can also generate valuable connections between the users and the company. B. With an example, explain how cross-sourcing can help in solving some business problem. The operation manager of a car company ran into a problem during his company car manufacturing process, so he went to meet with his company innovation manager to ask for help. This innovation manager has solicited opinions from engineers and employees across the country through platforms on social media on the challenge faced by car company operation managers. This problem can make individuals in different countries and offices around the world can visit the site to submit their solution, whether they are working together from their desks and can easy to firm to get solution from their problem when can get information from people out there.
My name is Shinfu from the PTMI Session 1 matrix number B0620100011. Today I will presentation about the part number 5 in the group assignment management information system, that is the 4 possible disadvantages customer could face with the purchasing using e-commerce. The firstly is the quality product cannot be guaranteed because when the customer purchase using the e-commerce, they cannot to try and touch up of the product, so that the quality assuming and the quality reality of the product is not guaranteed. The secondly is security issue. When the customer need purchase by e-commerce, they must upload their information to the website. In this process, have a high risk of the information of customer to steal by the hacker. The thirdly is the risk of the infection of a COVID-19. Because when we purchasing using the e-commerce, the product will be delivered by the delivery man. In this process, we cannot guarantee the delivery man not infection by the COVID-19. So this process will make the customer become high risk to infection of the COVID-19. The thirdly is question cannot answer indirect. When the customer buying product in the physical shop, they can get the answer indirect by the sales people, but in the e-commerce that is cannot be happening. So that this will make the possible disadvantage customer could face with the purchasing using the e-commerce. That's all from me. Thank you.
I'll be presenting about the comparison between the two local e-commerce business. Shopee delivery service has 3 types, which is standard delivery, economy delivery, and others. In the same way, Lazada has 2 types of delivery services, which is standard delivery and delivered by seller. Payment option for Shopee has 7 options. An example of payment option is ShopeePay. In comparison to Lazada, Lazada payment option has 8 options, include cash on delivery. Buyer's protection for Shopee are safe payment, valid shipment, Shopee guarantee extend, and request for refunds. On the other hand, Lazada buyer's protection has only Lazada payment protection. Order tracking for Shopee can be tracked by using app, website, or Shopee Express tracking site. Similarly to Lazada, order tracking can be tracked by using app Lazada e-Logistics from third-party courier. Customer support for Shopee are through chat in-app, call or email, comparable to Lazada that have customer care, Lazada peers and also chat in-app. Return and refund for the two local e-commerce business will be issued automatically once they have checked the return item. Thank you.